good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. This is the Rush Power Hour, our second episode. I am your host, Bat Daddy, in the house. I'm here joined by my two best friends over here, Psycho D and Idi Amin. Peace, brothers. What's up?
How you doing, brother?
Peace, peace, peace.
Good, here on the Rush Power Hour, you know.
Back again, second episode.
One of our childhood, it was a childhood name that we always held, the Rush.
Yeah.
Rush Productions.
Rush Productions. We was a little neighborhood crew way back in the days of Brownsville. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's many more of us, too, some of which you will see on this show. Okay? But right now, the focus is us right now. But big shout out to all of y'all that's watching. You know we love you to death, brothers, forever.
So what's been going on, brother?
Man, please, they trying to kill me.
Kill you like what?
They trying to kill me. They trying to kill me on my job. Somebody help.
Oh damn, that was a shift.
My back is killing me.
Oh wow, damn.
Yo.
Corona what? Hell, Corona, man, they trying to kill me on my damn job.
They trying to kill me, and I ain't scared of the corona. I'm scared to go to work tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah,
on a serious note, man, the world is crazy. The world is in chaos. And the rich is still getting rich and the poor is still getting poor.
Yes, they are.
In the words of Nino Brown.
Yes, they are.
And it's disgusting. Yeah. They don't have no answers for this virus. You know, they're trying to slow it up. You know, I be turning to CNN, looking at the news, and this thing is wiping out families. You know, and the brother just was talking about, you know, he's seen a study on it's attacking certain blood types.
Yeah.
You know, and it's something that I've been saying for the last couple of months, and I go back to the 1980s and I go back to crack cocaine, and it's like I always said, if you really sold crack cocaine, you was in a house with people that you sold crack to that had AIDS and had walking pneumonia, and for some odd crazy reason, I'm giving a shout out to all my family and friends that has fallen from it, and I'm hoping that y'all motherfuckers vaccinated me a little bit, you know, with some type of influenza. Something. So, you know, rest in peace to those people that died from AIDS and the people that's dying from the coronavirus now.
Right.
In all walks of life, white man and the black man and everybody in between.
Every man, woman, and child.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
So, Big D.
What's going on, D?
We had another, and how you doing? This is Psycho D. Just saying hello to everybody and just all the love and everything, but it's through the tough times of what we're going through in America. Shutdowns again, schools being shut down, parents have to sit home and take time off from their jobs to basically provide time with their kids and to keep stability going on for the families and everything.
Pantry lines is looking like they're about to come up short on food, because I can honestly say myself, I'm taking a big food hit with my damn kids being home. Yeah. I gotta feed them.
Yeah.
So it's like it looked like my ass is about to be up on that line too.
Yeah, I'll be right there with you.
Get me some food.
Yeah.
Cause it's crazy.
Yeah, man. You know, speaking of that, schools being shut down today, as a matter of fact, is the November the 19th.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I can never be sure. Time flies so fast.
Yeah.
But schools were closed. Public schools were closed today, leaving children home to what do they call that? Would have to do it online. Remote learning. Yeah, my daughter's having a hard time with that. Yeah. You know, a lot of kids I heard are experiencing like a lapse in their internet.
It's free. I mean, that too, because everybody's on the internet, so everything is moving slow.
Right.
I mean, I'm working from home, and sometimes my systems get shut down.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah, so it's hard and it's frustrating. It's frustrating my child,
Right.
you know, and many other children, and it's hard for them to learn that way and get a
Right.
proper lesson. So, you know, they've got to do something about this.
But
You know,
I had mentioned before. I said, you know what? It sometimes depends upon the professor or the teacher, the projection. Whether I'm standing on a stage, whether I'm standing in front of a chalkboard, or rather I'm sitting in front of a Zoom meeting, as they say, what's going on now. You gotta be able to project that information to those kids. You gotta be the projector.
right.
You know.
Oh.
And the kids are lacking because I be riding my kids' ass. And it's like I'm running out of Malcolm X's speeches and Message to the Black Man speeches, and it's like y'all better get it together because y'all getting dumbed down, not me. Y'all getting dumbed down. You know what I'm saying? And y'all already been dumbed down, and you getting dumber down. So
Yeah,
get it right.
it's important for children to get the education that they need and deserve. You know what I'm saying? And you know, your kids need to learn. Like black people, our people at one time were not even allowed to read. Okay, so people had to fight and die
To read.
so that you could go to school to get a dang on education. So you need to get into those books, take your behinds to school, sit down at that laptop and learn something.
Because I was about to smack the shit out of my child because he was playing Fortnite while I was giving the Message to the Black Man speech. It's like, nigga, you didn't just hear what I just said?
You know what? That's, oh man.
You know, but it's tough when you got the systems that's trying to keep up with the homes that's not getting the laptops on time.
Well, you know what? The guy jumped on Good Day New York and said, we're not the only ones in New York. He said that we're not the only municipality that's asking Apple for computers. He said everybody's asking Apple for computers. So it's like it's a manufacturing shortage of tablets. That's what's going on
why
now.
Why don't they ask Dell? Why Apple?
I don't know why the the school system chose that, and that's the truth.
Okay.
They chose those iPads. That's what the kids they send out, and that's true. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're absolutely
we need
right.
to provide and keep some stability in our American systems for education, you know. And to me, whatever it takes to get something done for these kids is more important than the name itself.
Right.
This is the time to help out and to stand for these kids.
But you know what ties into that? The contracts that were signed.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the part of it. Oh, you motherfucker, you can't break no contract. We have a pandemic. You can't break no contract.
Right.
Your contract is with us. So that sometimes that may play into a thing because Microsoft runs all government systems. It runs my system.
Right.
So, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well,
Bill Gates.
Yeah, but the effect going into the holiday time, which is Thanksgiving next week, and then we got Christmas coming, and with no stimulus going on, it's just affecting the people. You know, it's hard to keep a mindset of stability in the household when we don't know where our next dollar is coming from. You know, and to me, we need to get that solved and sold up, where we need some money flowing. We need some flow going on in this economy because there are tough times with the financial parts of what's going on in America. People are losing their homes. You know, unemployment is coming up December next month for something again. For some people in the $300 bracket. Yeah. So
the $300 thing that Donald Trump had put an extension on. You know.
Yeah, they're not doing that now.
No, up until December. Some states didn't even do it.
Right.
They said we're not matching that. We not that. So.
Right.
You know, and another thing. I mean, being that we on Trump don't want to leave the seat. And I've always said this in the last 4 years. I said if Donald Trump had a standing army, if Donald Trump would have had generals on his side, Donald Trump would not have will not leave the seat. If he had an army behind him like Putin and the rest of the dictators around the planet, they got an army behind him that says, you know what, this is what we gonna do.
Right.
And it's just a shame that, yo, homie, Just take your loss. Fight your fight all the way to the bitter end. If it was something went wrong with them ballots, because it's when you're looking at alternative news other than CNN and Fox, there's some other news channels that's up there, up on that station. It's like, yo, wow, they showing some real. You know the real and you know the fake. It's like, yo, what happened? They had showed that some ballots was pushed in the box,
right,
pushed to the side. Like, yo, wait a minute, why is that not counted? That's what he was, you know.
Yeah, I heard about that also on the news. It was like 2 states or something like that.
Yeah, which he still was going to lose any damn way. But fight your fight.
Yeah,
fight your fight.
There's always some underhandedness going on.
Right.
Where Donald Trump, who we used to call Orange Man on our last show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the Orange Man, you've been squeezed, buddy.
Yeah.
It's time for you to go.
Yeah.
Get your
He just can't accept his loss. Like, take your L.
Get your orange ass out that White House. Okay?
It's like
up the furniture.
Either you don't want to leave or you're really scared that these states is going to trump some charges up on your ass. And the crazy thing is, Biden ain't going to give you no pardon.
Yep.
See, that's the thing.
Because of all the mud that was slung.
That's right. All the Crazy Joe.
Yeah.
Crazy Joe.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, you are watching the Rush Power Hour, people. The Rush Power Hour.
Psycho D, what's up with the sports right now, man? What's going on?
Well, you know, last night the New York Knicks drafted a guy, number 8, named Obi Toppin.
What college he came from?
Oh man, Dayton,
Okay.
I believe it was.
What position was he drafted at?
He's a power forward, something similar to
Charles Oakley?
No, Amaya Stoudemire.
Okay,
You know,
one of those.
He's one of those high flyers.
No
slam
defense,
dunk.
gonna blow his knee out, ass
Well,
dude.
listen, man. You know, use a Charles Barkley, Phoenix Suns, man. Y'all always dislike
Charles
the
Barkley,
Knicks.
that's definitely Ump's man. Oh, yeah.
And like I said, he's on TNT with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, and he's the only one without a ring.
That's the truth.
You know,
that's the truth.
He talks his stuff.
Patrick Ewing too, brother. Let's not
well,
forget.
you know, I mean, you know. But listen, as a Knick fan, they're never going to get it right if they don't get a point guard. Listen, Knick fans, New York fans, they always hope and they have a wish and all that. But the bottom line is I'm a fan. I don't care what you say.
Let me tell you, New York is the most horriblest place right now to come and play, other than Brooklyn, I guess, with the Brooklyn Nets.
Or the New York Yankees.
I guess the Yankees, you know, which they always fold up. They pay all that money for their players, and they don't never move nowhere.
Well,
the Mets got a new general manager.
They got the most World Series in the game, period.
Right.
You know, they got the most World Series. They got the most championships in sports, period.
I mean, if you're talking 1910s and get shit like that.
You ain't got to say
if
that.
You ain't talking about current times. I mean, what they got in the current time? One.
Last time Mariano.
And then they got 2
Last time Mariano was pitching, that's when they had a World Series.
Okay, that's a long time ago, bro.
Well, listen, it wasn't like the New York Knicks from 1972 in our era when we was born. That's a long time. I'm 48.
Yeah. And I'm 47, and the last time they won a championship was 1973.
Yeah, well, you know, last time we spoke about the Giants and we spoke about the Jets.
Well, the Giants won.
And they also, you know, they won off the defense,
yeah.
You know. And the fact of the matter is that the Giants always been that type of team, defense first.
Right.
Quarterback after, running back after, but defense first. That's what won Super Bowls.
Right.
You know.
Right.
The Jets, on the other hand, they're going to go 0-4 whatever in this season, and they're not going to fire the coach no time soon.
Right.
Robinson Cano just got suspended for taking
more drugs, drug enhancement,
and he's suspended for the
whole
whole
year. And blowing $25 million. Like, you bugging.
Wow. Yeah.
Just slap the damn ball.
Yeah.
25.
Hold on, before we jump off of sports, I see that James Harden turned down $50 million.
He wants
$50 million because he wants to come play in Brooklyn.
To Brooklyn. And play with Kevin Durant and
play
Kyrie.
with who?
Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Who is that?
These guys are superstars.
Brooklyn, the Nets?
The Brooklyn Nets,
Nets, yeah.
Yeah.
And
why would he do that?
He want to win.
He want to win. It's not even about the money no more. He done made so much damn money. He don't even care about it. That's crazy.
The Nets are #1 team nowadays.
No, it's just that the players that they got were injured, and this new season that's coming, They expecting to be number one.
Because you know the Nets was always like that secondary team.
Yeah, they always
was. The secondary like the secondary New York teams always rhymed, like the Nets, the Mets, and the Jets.
Yeah,
you know
that's the truth.
It's like
they rhyme.
Their team. It's like this must be some type of language for garbage or something. You know,
Hey,
like
don't
it's a
match
code.
it up like that.
What's it
man.
called?
That makes
Da Vinci
sense.
Code?
Don't match it up like that.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
the
you
Nets
know.
will be in the forefront of trying to compete for a championship this year. You know, and I think so because Kevin Durant is back. You know, and listen, he's repping Brooklyn, man. I mean, I'm Malcolm in Brooklyn. I'm a diehard New York Knicks fan.
Kevin Durant.
My heart is with the Knicks.
And where's Kevin Durant from?
Kevin Durant's from Washington D.C.
So how's he going to represent Brooklyn? He's not from here.
His check,
His check says Brooklyn.
That's it.
So you better represent that shit.
Fake ass.
So you know, Mike Tyson, that fight is coming up.
That's right, with
soon
Roy Jones
with
Jr.
When
Roy
is that
Jones.
supposed to be?
It's
Anybody
happening November the 28th.
Gee, that's next week or something like that. ain't
Oh
it?
damn!
Get your pay-per-view.
Damn!
Get the fire sticks ready.
Get the fire sticks ready.
Get your pay-per-view. Don't
Get
do
the
that
fire
to Mike.
sticks ready,
Get your
people.
money. Get your
I'm
money
sorry,
for
Mike. I'm
Mike,
sorry, but
some hard times, Mike.
some hard times right now. bro.
We can't afford it right now.
Can't afford it right now.
Hey,
And
listen.
you know how you end fights.
Hey, listen,
As
man.
soon as it starts,
Listen.
it's over.
You're right. And that's just another one. You know.
But you know what's crazy? They only sanctioned the fights to happen for 2 minutes, 2-minute rounds, and the rounds is only going up to 8. So they gonna get up in there and start whooping some ass.
Listen, if I had to
Well,
get in the ring with Mike, I would honestly be out the ring in 30 seconds. I don't need 2 minutes in the ring,
Well,
per round, or anything like that. 'Cause I
whatever
know-
what happened, Evander Holyfield saying I'm next,
Evander
and Mike
Holyfield,
Tyson said that okay,
He wants to fight Mike Tyson again.
and whoop Mike Tyson's ass again
He must.
because he was whooping his ass before.
Yeah, boy.
You know, but that's a what's the name? You are watching the Rush Power Hour. Let me tell you this. I want to jump back to the brother Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes is what's happening right now.
Oh my goodness!
That new
Lord
album of his
Jesus.
is definitely a banger. Make sure you check that out.
Yes. I mean, download his album, stream his album, whatever how the way Busta Rhymes is collecting his royalties from ASCAP, BMI, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Amazon, Rhapsody, whatever. The man put out a decent body of work.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, I haven't gone through all of it, but I have gone through at least like 5 or 6 songs. It's like, wow, I'm just very amazed.
And shouts out to all the producers
Yes,
on
that's
those
right.
tracks.
That's right. That's right.
Because if those beats didn't get you into it like charged up and ready to go with the flow that
Yeah.
Busta had to put down, I mean, listen, those producers did a wonderful
The
job.
one that he got with MOP is crazy, and he leaked a little bit on Instagram where it's MOP is rhyming.
Uh-huh.
They have their own verses.
Yeah.
I guess Busta's gonna release it as a remix. Like, oh, that's so damn Brooklyn of you, Busta.
I heard him on Hot 97, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And he was talking about some work he did with ODB.
Yeah.
And some unreleased songs.
Okay, I guess from back in the days when he was over there at Elektra.
Right. Yeah, so is that on the album?
Yeah, it's
It
there.
is?
It's there.
Did you hear it?
I ain't hear it, but it's there.
Okay, all right.
He said that old dirty bastard, you know, A Son, rest in
Hey,
peace.
son, unique. Peace. Rest in peace to the brother.
You know, Busta really.
Matter of
been
fact,
doing
his
it.
I'm sorry, D.
go
He
ahead.
just was it November the 15th.
yeah.
That was the day that he passed away. I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was just days ago.
Oh wow.
Oh, dirty bastard.
Wow. It's crazy nobody didn't mention it.
Huh?
November 13th?
November 13th. Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Okay, November. I'm corrected. November 13th, which was just days ago. You know, so rest in peace, old dirty
Rest
bastard.
in
Yes
peace.
indeed. Yes indeed.
Yeah, true legend.
True legend. I just hope that I guess older, you know what? I can't say that. My stepson was playing, so I can't think of these kids' names. It's some rappers out there. Some kid from Park Slope. I can't think of his name, but I mean, oh my goodness, I'm gonna find out his name next time when I come here and I mention it. I mean, it's good to hear a 22-year-old or 23-year-old or 25-year-old, maybe a 28-year-old talk about some consciousness other than me killing you.
That's unusual.
No disrespect to all you youngers that's out here and you're in your gangs and the gangs that you claim, but y'all are spewing out destruction, especially at the wrong time when bad enough they saying that this virus really hates Negroes.
Well, that's what they say.
That's what they say. And y'all just still making these songs just killing. Like, you gotta uplift something. Like, how many people you gonna kill? It ain't gonna be nobody left to kill. Then you gonna start killing yourselves.
Listen, let's deal
just like a virus.
Let's deal with the reality of the things that you're saying. You're not gonna get away with murder ever. Okay, you're not gonna shoot somebody and just think you're going home to eat your fried chicken
in front of a camera at that.
All right, you can forget that, Paul. Just knock it off. Put the guns down. Throw your fists up. Learn how to fight. And take an ass whipping like a man.
And that's the thing that they don't want to do. They're not taking no
yeah,
ass whipping like a man.
They're afraid to be embarrassed. Okay, they don't want the girl that they like, who doesn't like them at all, to see them get their behind kicked. So the first thing they want to do is pull out and blast while running away, though. While running in the opposite direction. So all your bullets are hitting innocent bystanders and little children.
As a being that you brought that up, an old lady got shot on the 26th.
On the B-25
yesterday or the day before in her face.
Sitting on the bus minding her business.
And the bullet went through
the window.
The window.
Yeah.
Like, come on, y'all.
I think, as a matter of fact, I don't know. Have you seen Nunny?
No.
I think she was driving.
Oh, wow.
I seen on the news.
Oh, wow.
I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I seen her on the news.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you know she does.
And you know what it is? Nunny's a union rep. That's what she's a union rep.
Okay.
So that's probably why she was seen on the TV. She was a union rep.
She was with the union.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
She's up there as one of the ones that talk. Like, she's one of those.
Big shout out my girl Nunny, man. Peace and love.
Representing them people.
Represent.
Oh, yeah. Man.
And speaking about people getting shot, my man Benny the Butcher from Griselda.
Yes, he got shot.
He got shot upstate New York somewhere, huh?
Nah, he not upstate New York. He got shot in Houston.
Oh,
Houston or
Houston,
in
Texas.
Dallas somewhere. And it's like, bro, you can't be walking with all that jewelry and stuff the way that you do and not have no kind of security with you, you know?
Right. And Houston, Texas, it's live out there.
Yeah, it is. The other kid got killed out there, MO3 or whoever he was. I mean, I've been YouTubing him. He, was a good rapper. You know what I'm saying? He was, good, but whatever what happened out there, he got killed. And it's like, why are we You know what? It's so played out with y'all killing each other. Nobody's never going to reach Tupac and Biggie Smalls.
Nah. That
level of being shot and killed. It's not. It's not going to happen. It's not happening.
No. Just put the guns down.
Save the guns. Save them.
Quit with the gang banging. It's a different day and age right now.
Yeah. There's something that I want to bring up. I mean, I don't want the FBI on my ass neither, but y'all doing something wrong, and it's with Montarn. Everybody, as they say in America, you are innocent until proven guilty. Montarn in 1998 got caught up in a murder with Gerald Levine's son, and he beat the charge. Somebody else went to jail for it because it was somebody else that was there, and he beat the charge. And it's like, Daily News, why did y'all bring that up? And it has nothing to do with the now. You know what I'm saying? That's like we talking about that bitch Kamala Harris, that vice president bitch that put all these fucking people in jail for fucking drugs, for marijuana. And it's crazy that shit flew over people's heads during the primaries. It flew over my fucking head. That I didn't even see. It was an Indian lady from out of Oklahoma, and it's crazy that Korean dude. It was a Korean dude said that, yo, you should listen to this lady here, and I'm like pushing him the fuck off. It's like, damn, maybe I should listen to what he was saying. She was blowing up the spot. You locked up all these people. Even Vice President Pence. See, Donald Trump, you didn't have a good staff where you could have attacked him on Joe Biden's crime bill. I don't really mean to go so far left, right. Joe Biden's crime bill and some chick that, you know, I guess you got some Jamaican descent in your ass locking up black folk. And it was a young man that was going to jail for murder. And he was like, yo, she came there laughing. She was laughing like, yeah, I'm here to celebrate this conviction, which the conviction was overturned. You know, everybody love making their marks and stepping on the Negro back. And I always say, oh, you know, I got into an argument with my sister about this. I said that there would never be an Angela Davis, Shirley Chisholm type bitch in that White House. And I don't want to use that word bitch like that, but I mean a bad bitch. And you would never have those kind of people to sit in that White House, meaning that you're not going to ever have the blood of Dred Scott in that White House. Barack Obama, your father is from Kenya and your mother's white. I always say this with people in Batman. You know we talk about this, and I get really emotional about that because my grandmother, she kind of died and started losing life when Barack Obama got elected, and she said never would I have thought that a colored man would have
sat in the office.
But I'm like, Grandma, he don't got the sharecrop's blood. He don't have the blood of the slave.
But it's just the fact that she got to see it.
Yeah,
she got
I
to
guess
see
so.
a brown man.
A brown man, I guess so.
It didn't even matter where he was from.
A brown man that didn't do shit for the Negroes and
in
you know,
America,
LGBT, ABC got all whatever, and you got a couple of pardons. You know, a couple of friends came out on those pardons. You are watching the Rush Power Hour.
This is the Rush Power Hour, people. This is what we do for the hours.
Yeah.
So where do you think that America is going in January with the new administration of the Democrats of Biden and Harris? And as far as going into the year, tackling on the upcoming problems that we're all facing?
They are mobilizing that damn military.
Do you think we'll have another shutdown, as I said from before?
Yeah, we are.
Do you think that there will be more stimulus generated out there?
Yes,
for the
it
people?
will be. It will be.
Because honestly, the way things has been going, we haven't had any type of assistance, you know, to stay above water, you know.
Yeah.
And these tough times, people are just going with everything that's coming to them, and they're not making excuses. They're just facing the problems that's coming towards them. When the schools are shut down, that push out $200 for some of these parents that really don't have it to sit home and to sit with their kids and whatnot, because the time is lost. We have to go with the flow of things, you know. And then going into Christmas, that's another subject that it just makes things difficult, because if there's no money around that time,
Christmas is canceled this year.
Is it okay to tell kids that this year, you know, even though we know the circumstances?
You know what? You need to get out of that damn falsehood any goddamn way.
That's the honest
No
truth.
damn Christmas for you.
All right.
You know, I don't want to sound so harsh, but
we're not Grouches
or Scrooge
like
right?
That. You know, it's just
it's
a different
It's a different time, and it's crazy and paganism. Yo, if you ain't gonna get nothing for Christmas, be glad that you got your life right now.
That's what's up.
Because we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
I don't know nobody so personally that died from the coronavirus, but I have people that said, "Yo, Lorenzo, I had it, and I still feel like I haven't regrouped from it." You know what I'm saying? And nice, healthy, slim, body built, and I'm fat and I'm scared because they said it attacks fat people too.
Yeah, it's coming back after you, boy.
I hope not. Like I said, all them crack fiend family members and people that died from AIDS in the 80s, I hope y'all vaccinate me when y'all was sneezing on me. I mean, I'm being for real. I'm being really for real about that. But what's the name? Like Darren, you just brought up that will it be another stimulus? And I said, you know what? Hell yeah. There will be stimulus, because you know what? They done spent the gold money They done spent the oil money because they $17 trillion right now in the hole. But I said, you motherfuckers built this nation off slave money. So it's a lot of old money in that fucking Federal Reserve that they haven't even touched. This country is built off the free labor of my fucking people. That tobacco, that rice, some of that fucking sugar cane down there in the Caribbeans too.
Oh, yeah.
It's built off of that. That's the hold up. If y'all say that y'all don't got no money, it's a fucking lie. That's the hold up.
But can I say this too? Like, why politics hold people hostage behind their politics?
Because you gotta keep the majority in control. That's just the way that it is. Because you know why? You're going to create anarchy, and you don't want anarchy to happen. You really don't. You don't want that part when motherfuckers is buck wild and now you got warlords and shit. You really don't want that part. In America, it can happen because the guns is here. The guns is there. The guns is
and
here.
The attitude.
The attitude. We the people. And we believe in this Second Amendment. Whether you with the KKK or you with the Nation of Islam or you in between. I'm not giving up my gun. So it's like, do y'all want to come out here in the street in tanks? Because people ain't going to have it.
That's true.
Listen, that's the absolute truth. I was saying this to my ex at one time, was telling her, like, I don't care how many brothers out here in the street acting like they got all these guns and this, that, and the third. When the war go down, are you really ready for war? Mm-hmm. Are you really ready for these, you know what I'm saying,
I'll tell you the truth. I'll be as mean as I look, I'll probably be the first one running in the goddamn house.
If I saw you, I would just run straight on in the house and hide. You look like Optimus Prime. Yo. I don't transform and roll out.
I don't know if I'm ready for that, and I don't think nobody's ready for that. And we need to make peace and come together some kind of way. We need to make sense out of this, you know.
We do, but you know what? The Negro never holds that card.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? We always getting the card that's dealt, because you know what? If we do go to war now, who's the doctor to stitch us up? What's up? I mean, bad enough that Indian guy and that other Jewish guy. I'm just keeping it real, people. Those people that be in the hospitals, they really don't be caring, because, you know, yo, such and such just got shot down the block from Brookdale Hospital. Son, he got shot. He got shot in his kneecap and he died. What?
In the kneecap?
See, the kneecap, that's like one of the hardest parts of the human body.
How did that happen? But that's the truth. These people that work at the hospitals don't care about you, man. They don't care about none of yous out there. All right? Stop running to the damn doctors acting like they care. They don't care about you.
Well,
did they know you before they went to school? No, they did not. It's just a job to them.
But you know what?
Oh, let me come in and lay down on this bed. I'll take your blood pressure and your temperature, and I'm going to give you this needle. And they're injecting something in you right then and there.
But in all seriousness, it's like, you got to realize this, man. We have to be Patch Adams, not like Robert Williams in that movie Patch Adams, but we have to sew this shit together. We have to make sense out of this, because it's really out of control. Everything, man. The economy, the depression of how people are going and dealing with this. Depression is another state of what's going on in America.
That's right. And
how do they fathom this?
Of course, depression is a big part of this, because people are starting to fall into depression because it's like we feel like we don't have any wins.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? People are losing their jobs. You can't even have damn Thanksgiving this year.
Bills on top of bills.
Bills on top of bills. Hell, you can only have like 9 people at your family gathering and some crap.
Well, I ain't want a whole bunch of motherfuckers in my house anyway.
So grandma has to stand outside in the cold and wait until cousin so-and-so finishes eating.
And then grandma can walk in.
And then grandma can come in. Well, you know, grandma, I'm sorry, but it's cold outside, but cousin Gertrude ain't finished eating a ham hock.
You said Gertrude? That's an old name. That's an old name, Gertrude.
But
not
you know
LaShonda.
It's serious, because people really take this serious, and even though people have their mindset of Thanksgiving, of being against Thanksgiving, you got to realize it's something traditional for, I can't speak for all, but it's a traditional thing for family to gather around and to spend time with each other. And due to the pandemic, you have to follow the guidelines and stay on point with that. We can't disregard what we should do and what, just don't go out there and pay no mind. Follow suit, pay attention, and keep your household the way it's supposed to be.
Listen,
know what?
It shouldn't hurt. As a matter of fact, since next week is Thanksgiving, correct? All right, so that means we won't be here next week, okay? So, just in the spirit.
What's your favorite pie, since we talking about it? Fuck it.
Favorite what?
Favorite pie.
Sweet potato pie, dude.
Pie?
Oh, what?
All that damn sugar.
You damn right. All the diabetes.
Well, listen, I just tell you some of my stories of being with a big girl.
Boy, there we go.
That was one of my favorite times in having Thanksgiving because I tell you, that house was always good. It was smelling good.
Nice and sweet.
And Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Peace to the big women of America.
That's right.
And
You know
all
what?
of them.
It's a Facebook post, and they said that if the lady arm looked like this, and it's a fat arm, I'm eating her potato salad.
goddamn
Which I'm
right.
gonna tell you, everybody can't make potato salad, and they need the shit slapped out of them coming. No, wait a minute. I got the story. Wait, before this is the Rush Power Hour.
Yes, it
You
is.
are listening to the Rush
Rush.
Power
This
Hour.
is the Rush Power Hour.
Clayton's baby moms made sweet potato pie. And there was like 10 sweet potato pies there. All the other food is gone. I'm like, wow, Clay, she makes sweet potato pie. And he gave me a elbow. I'm like, why you do that? I ain't paid no mind. She said, you want one? You want one? I'm like, sure, I want one. I took the fucking pie, got in the car. I'm like, wow, Clay, I'm about to tear this pie up. And Clay just looked at me, and I started eating the pie. Took my hand. The shit tastes like clay. It had, wait a minute, it had no taste, bland.
Oh.
It's like a meatball with no spaghetti sauce on it. With no seasoning.
No seasoning.
With no seasoning. He said, throw that shit out my fucking car right now. And I threw it out the car. That's just one of my Thanksgiving moments.
That's a horrible story.
Yeah.
That's a truly horrible story.
Yeah.
Clay's baby mother, if you're out there watching,
Yeah.
you should be shot.
You should be. It's nice lady. Nice lady, but that sweet potato pie, very horrible.
Bland, horrible.
Hold
Okay.
on. Right quick. I want to jump to this. I don't know why this thought came in my head. Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
Darren, remember that time I cried in the living room?
Yeah.
Because Hulk Hogan lost to Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
And that's when Ted DiBiase had he bought the title, and I was crying. And Darren said, don't you know that this is fake? This is not real. I'm in the 10th grade. I'm like, but that's Hulk Hogan.
Now, see, that's the setup right there. You thought he was about 6 or 7 years old, right? You thought that, right? Nah.
I was in the 10th grade. I don't know. I just had a Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
a wrestling moment there, because wrestling is looking very. We talk about this. Wrestling looks cheesy without the human being not being there cheering
Without the audience in attendance.
without the audience taping it. It looks so cheesy.
Right.
I think last night I was looking at either AEW or the NXT, but I say it was AEW. They had a bunch of people down at the bottom again, along with those TVs, those screens that they have.
Okay, I didn't watch AEW last night. I didn't see it. It's recorded on my box. So
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it tomorrow or Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah, they put their own employees into the audience, and they check all their employees to make sure that their temperature isn't too high or whatever not, and all of them get tested for the corona COVID virus. You know what I'm saying? So they're all right. They can be amongst each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you got like 100 employees, they can be there. It's cool. At least it seems like an audience.
Right.
But without the audience, boy, I tell you, that was a horrible experience.
It looks horrible.
Yeah, it was not
It's
the
like
same.
that illusion is just not. It's not there. It don't.
Yeah. You know what I wanted to talk about? I want to talk about something that we can all relate to. Something like everybody has a pet peeve. Like, what makes you angry, dude?
Laziness.
Laziness, huh?
Not helping pay the fucking bills.
Wow.
Because my mother and my grandmother beat that shit in me. so much that I feel like I have to do it. And I went into debt, but I still gave my mother her damn money.
Right.
I probably should have paid for my debt. Which it could have bettered me and you know, whatever. But you gotta pay the bills regardless of where you at. You have to pay.
You gotta pay.
And then you get you would get a stigma on you, like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of here. And it's like, right now it's cold out. Yo, it's cold outside.
Right.
Play the bull. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay your shit. Pay some homage. When it get warm, go sleep your fucking ass on the beach. If you don't want to pay, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to help pay, it's just simple as that. Like, you're going to build that I don't give a fuck attitude towards a person. It's like, and you don't want that. If you can't hang around on good terms, just get up and fucking leave. Just go.
You hear that, kids? Help pay them bills or get out.
My mama did it to me.
Yeah.
My mother did it to me.
I don't care if you're 8 years old.
Right.
So,
right? Who cares if you're 8? You're acting like you goddamn 8.
D, what makes you angry, man?
I echo the same thing because that's, you know, I came in the same household as my cousin, you know, aunt and grandmother raised, and that's what they instilled into us, you know. They'll whip you behind and basically tell you what's right and go out there and get it, you know. And that's something that came in the household, you know.
Smack you in front of your friends.
That's right. Smack you in front of your friends.
Man. My mother kicked me in my face.
Yeah.
In front of my friends.
And it's a good motivation.
And how long ago was that?
2009.
Because listen, man,
just a couple of years ago.
even in good times with James Amos, even though he went as far as standing in, you know, up for his family and being married and all that, and having JJ and Michael as kids and sexy Thelma, you know.
She from Brownsville.
Yeah,
Brownsville represents.
Shouts out
Van Dyke.
Yes. But that was one of my favorite TV shows, because if any father that I can ever relate to, I was definitely a son watching from the TV. I rooted for this man to watch how he raised his family and stayed by his family. You know what I'm saying? Through the toughest of times. So that comes from discipline. You know, however he was taught, he stood by his family and made sure they was all right to the best of his ability. So even though it was a TV show, that's just my whole picture.
Well, Good Times was the show to watch anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
What was your favorite your favorite 70s show? Good Times? Would it be Good Times?
My favorite 70s show?
Yeah, if you have to go to the 70s. What's your favorite 70s
well,
show?
definitely Good Times when it comes down to sitcoms. You know what I'm saying? In the 70s also, Starsky and Hutch.
Okay, you like Starsky and Hutch.
I love me some Starsky and Hutch, man.
But Starsky and Hutch was more serious, though, than what they put out in that movie, or was Starsky and Hutch comical?
No, never comical.
It was serious shit.
Show, yeah.
Serious,
Okay.
And I liked it as a kid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I watched it every
You know, I'm pretty sure it comes up on one of them cable stations that's up. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of cable stations up there with crappy ass Optima cable that's overcharging.
Yeah, they overcharge.
And they be showing some good 1970s.
On what station?
I can't think of it. It's just like flip through that damn channel past 100, past the BBC.
I got to try to find it.
Yeah.
Because I used to also like Beretta.
Yes, Beretta's good too. Columbo too. He's in jail still for that murder.
Yeah.
Beretta?
Yeah.
What was his name? Robert Blake.
Robert Blake. That's right. He's been in
yeah.
jail for like last 15, 20 fucking years.
Damn.
Man.
Shit. So
He
he
been
should
there
be
for
like
murder.
He should be like 90 by now.
Yeah,
man.
he was. Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Like really, for real.
Yeah.
They show Kojak. I liked Kojak. Columbo. They even show that one with Rock Hudson.
Rock Hudson.
Rock Hudson had one like Columbo. He had one of those private detective shows in the 1970s.
I used to like The Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker.
Yeah, that was this guy. He used to solve all types of crimes and stuff. It was supernatural almost.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
From the 1970s.
I think that was the late 70s. Yeah.
Wow.
Going into the early 80s.
Right.
What was his name? Damn! I see his face and everything. he had a name like Horshack or Rorschach or
Okay.
something like that.
Did you like the Incredible Hulk?
I was scared of the Hulk at first.
I used to cry when the music would come on at the end.
Yeah. And you see Banner
walking away,
walking down the road. So with David Banner,
Yeah.
a man troubled by his own past.
You know what I'm saying? You see his half face and oh yeah,
Yeah, the Hulk was something else.
that was something else.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
He was definitely homeless. You know?
yeah. That's the truth. He was a hobo.
That is the song of homelessness.
Yeah.
He always found the shirt in the backyard
Somewhere.
Always somebody doing their laundry and hung it up in the backyard.
What is his name really? It was Bill
Bill Bixby.
Bill Bixby.
Bill
Yeah.
Bixby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Bill Bixby.
Yeah.
Bill Bixby, he got his fame from a show in the 60s. I think it was-
Cowboy or something like that.
no, My Favorite Martian, I think it was.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh-huh. That's
Okay.
where
Okay.
he came from.
'Cause that was a
show in
very
the 60s.
very popular show.
Yeah.
I've been watching this show that I want to say to everybody, Fargo. And Chris Rock, all praise be due to the black man for playing that part. He's playing the part like a Bumpy Johnson in Kansas City, Missouri during the 1950s. And I think some of these events in this story is actually true.
Well, based on true situations.
You know, that's what when the show opens up. That's what exactly what it says.
Right.
You know, on true situations
Right.
that happen, and
Right.
we
It's based
changed
on
the
stuff that
names
happens.
and very good show and dropping bombs. You know what I'm saying? I know I said that the other week, but very good show.
I gotta check that.
P Valley was too gayish.
Who?
No, just P Valley. It was a show on
Oh,
Stars.
P Valley is hard.
It's
Please.
hard. It's a hard
That's a
show.
hard show.
But it was too the gay content was just a little
Well,
bit too
let
much.
me say
Power-
Valley?
P Valley. It's good,
with
B.
P Valley.
It's a good show.
This sounds like a place that you go to relieve
No,
yourself.
no.
No,
Listen,
it is. It's
No.
it's called Pussy. It's Pussy Valley.
No,
Listen.
it sounds like a place
Oh,
that you
no.
go to relieve yourself when
No.
you have to pee.
Oh,
No.
P, no. When you believe in yourself, in the room in the back that they got.
P Valley, those women up in there.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
there's
my
some
God.
beautiful women
Some
in there.
beautiful
They put
women.
a good cast of
Good
strippers,
cast.
Oh, yeah?
Listen,
and actors,
good
strippers, whatever what you
stories
want to
are
call it.
Damn good stories.
A good
They
story
did
is
a
a
good story.
good
with
story.
that. Yeah, they did a
And
good
come
job.
to find out, the homo thug guy that's rapping, I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
He's a stage actor.
Yeah.
And he in the Soldier Story. With David Allen Greer, I'm like, yo, that's the guy from P Valley, the homo.
Yeah.
Good story though.
Yeah.
Good story.
So talking about Chris Rock and talking about New Jack City before.
We just was
got
talking
here.
about New Jack City.
Then we got into Dead Presidents.
And then we got into
Oh,
Dead
yeah.
Presidents, which
one
was
of my favorite movies.
Yes,
of all
indeed.
times.
One of my favorite ones.
one of my favorite scenes is when Lorenz Tate beat that light skinned man ass. At
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. And they playing The Big Payback by James Brown.
Oh, yeah.
That scene, oh my goodness, man. It reminds me of when Nino Brown sees Ice-T inside New Jack City and they playing the show. And they just looking at each other.
Right.
They going on their way, but they looking at each other. It's like, it's always, you know what I'm saying? I love when they have those scenes like that. Between New Jack City, that scene, and Dead Presidents, that was one of my favorite cinematic. Oh, man.
And Baby Boy. I like my man Vin Rames.
Oh, he played a good
whooping
part.
Jody ass in that movie.
Come here, little Jody.
Jody.
Jody. Put him in a chokehold.
And Jody told him at the end of the movie, he told Jody, he said, "Stay up, baby boy."
Uh-huh. That's right.
He said, "Go and get you a bigger jumpsuit." Had a tight old jumpsuit at the end of the movie. Vin Rames always played his parts in the movies.
Yes, he do. He plays his part. That
Yeah.
cock diesel, whatever what you want to call it.
I'll whip your,
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So going back into Thanksgiving and knowing the upcoming events going into the year out, this is a December coming in, and we don't know where.
Be ready for the army to come put an M16 in your face and lead you out the house.
Out the house. If there's 10 people in there, one of you's got to go.
One of y'all is taking that vaccine.
Damn
And
right.
the
Sorry, Grandma.
gotta get out there and
It
take
ain't
that.
just grandma, it's just anybody.
But you know what?
We elect Grandma.
Grandma,
Nah, leave grandma
Get out.
alone.
No, but you know what? What they need to do, you know, the Trump administration was pushing for herd immunity. Let everybody get infected with it, and whoever dies, dies. That was kind of the Adolf Hitler Aryan attitude to things, I guess. Let everybody catch it, and whoever dies, dies. But what they saying is they want to give enough people the vaccine, like, you know, like the chicken pox, measles, and mumps. I got chicken pox twice, and I was vaccinated for chicken pox. They just got chicken pox right, maybe 86, 87, 88, when my niece was born, and she got her shots. She didn't get chicken pox. I got chicken pox in like 81, 82, and I'm born 73.
Wow, I had chicken pox in the 70s, dude. It was the worst, man.
Yes.
Oh, man. That was
But
hard.
now they got the Pfizer coming through with the vaccine, and now at the end of the year in the administration, now all of a sudden this vaccine comes out and it's 95%.
And they saying that they already had like 44,000 people already getting injected with it. It's like, damn, y'all signed y'all signed on something, and nobody opened their mouths about taking this vaccine. They was paying y'all motherfuckers some big kind of money that you kept your fucking mouth closed.
Pfizer is one of the richest,
That's right.
if not the richest,
That's right.
medical
That's right.
pharmaceuticals.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
I want to say something before we go. How many more minutes we got, Mav?
Well, we got a good deal of time.
The drug war. And I'm going to say it, you know.
Which drug war?
I'm talking about Oxycontin, this Oxycontin thing. And the government just gave a $7 billion fine to one of the companies, one of the main companies that produce Oxycontin. And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all motherfuckers that made like $300-400 billion motherfucking dollars off this Oxycontin. And you telling me ain't nobody going to jail, and you kicking my fucking door for a $10 piece of fucking crack? One piece of fucking crack and a fucking handgun, you gonna give me a mandatory minimum of 15 fucking years? And these CEOs, they said they was showing how the CEOs and the people under them was making contact to the fucking pharmacies and the doctors, giving the doctors money, saying prescribe this fucking medication. It's like y'all became the biggest fucking drug dealers on the block.
Sure.
And it's what I'm angry at. Nobody goes the fuck to jail, pay a fine.
What I'm angry at
That's
is
crazy.
that America for the last 4 years have shown how, you know, divided we are, and the fact that we used to be united, whatever that means.
Yo, Darren, you I know you would just say that. When was America ever united?
United as far as it was none of this going on. You know, I don't want to blame politics or say that this administration, this, that, and the third. We are in a backward state of mind right now. We all fell back some kind of way, and we trying to move forward, you know? And we shouldn't been here from the giddy up, you know? And that's the thing I'm saying. Moving forward, we got to get this thing right. You know, get back to the normalcy of things, if that's ever a word, but it won't happen. But the fact is, we need to move forward to get back into some kind of direction. It's hard to word it right now.
Well, what do you think could lead to that, to the return
Unity?
to normalcy?
Follow instructions, you know.
Follow instructions like how?
We gotta follow the mandated rules
Of what? Wearing a face mask? We don't know where this shit, how this shit rolling and coming.
Well, let's talk about
But you
it.
know what? You need to get on the line first, and you need to get your shot first,
Yeah.
and let me know if your ass is getting those chills at night.
Nah, I took my test already.
I didn't say
Yeah.
that. I didn't say
Yeah.
test. I said go on and get vaccinated. When the
Yeah,
army
I
come
got
with their
you.
guns,
Yeah.
they're gonna come in Bessie Head Park.
Yeah.
They're gonna line us the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're going first.
You know what?
You're right.
Yeah, I had
You're
something
right.
to say about Betsy Head Park, but also what you're saying. And I was talking with D about something, like last week or so. You know, I was raised in church, a Baptist church, and
Yeah.
you know, my mother used to drag me like every dang on day almost, it seemed. Not just Sunday. We were there on Tuesday evening for Bible study. Wednesday, I think, was some type of thing. Maybe choir practice. You had Friday night, and you know what I'm saying, every first Saturday of the month was Holy Communion. So that was like 5 times a week.
Yeah.
In 1 week, in one certain months. So there was also these things that they would do where they would have like movie night, and they would play these kind of like church movies where they was trying to get you to come to the Lord, and they would show you these movies that truthfully would terrify the hell out of you.
Like that Jehovah's Witness Bible from back in the days. Scared shit out of me because I come from a Jehovah's Witness family.
The
But
truth
go ahead.
is, if you saw the Jehovah's Witnesses coming down the street, you would run because they're like a gang. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't want no, you don't want no smoke.
But their book, that shit was serious. They show famine, they show diseases, and it's like,
Right.
oh shit, this shit is happening right now.
These church movies was showing this type of stuff. And what you said about them rallying people into Betsy Head Park, I seen that in these movies way back in 1980 and 81.
That's right.
When I was a little kid.
Get on that line.
Okay, so yeah, this was some terrible. Yeah, and if you didn't, if you didn't do something like you said, get vaccinated. They had this medicine for some illness, but people weren't. They were leery of this medicine. But if you didn't take it, they would kill you. And they had like guillotines and military men with guns, and it was different ways of torture and killing people. And it's like they showed it.
Yeah.
And all of this was like, if you don't get right with the Lord, this will be your fate.
Can I ask you a question?
So it would make people come down and like get saved and all this craziness.
Do you trust this next administration coming in for the next 4 years, knowing what we're faced with a lot of upcoming trials of all the cases that's coming up?
All I can say, I'm a believer of the Second Amendment, and I know I live in the state of New York, and I think some crazy shit gonna happen. Can't trust it. Public enemy.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I've never been big on politics, right? But I'm gonna look up the, you know what I'm saying? What is it? 13 amendments? How many amendments is it? You're a political guy.
23, 23, 24, 23, 24.
I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna go through it. I can, read pretty damn good. And
but the nation really stands on the first 10.
Okay, I want to check this
the
out.
Bill of Rights, as they say.
Okay.
Because
that's something that people don't know. We don't know the law like that.
Shout out to Johnny Cochran, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Johnny Cochran.
Thurgood Marshall, rest in peace too.
Thurgood Marshall.
The fires in California still haven't been funded. You know, all those burned houses that went a part of California, nothing has been funded to that. No floods, no funding for California. None of the funding for Texas and all these other states that had floods over the last few months going into the year. How are we going to move forward going into next year and all that? First, we got to deal with the virus, you know, and I'm talking about the economics of things, unemployment, getting people their jobs back. We got to see how far this go. This is going to be the important factor going into next year. You know, going into January is all these important factors. We can talk politics, but we also got to know that January and all the upcoming months for the new year is one day at a time.
Well, we'll definitely talk some politics. We'll kick politics. We'll kick a little bit of sports. We'll kick some current events. We'll talk about everything in the weeks to follow. Just keep tuning in to the Rush Power Hour. Guys, we're about to wrap this up. You got any last words?
In closing, spend some of that slave money that y'all got. Give the money to the people. I know that you Democrats gonna raise the damn taxes again, and I mean, I had more on my check while the Republicans was in office. Okay, dude.
Everybody enjoy your Thanksgiving and stay strong through these tough times. That's all I can say. One day at a time.
Yeah, and
sweet Jesus.
And on that note, on the final note right there, we're about to wrap it up. Next week we'll be talking about.
We will not be here next week because it's Thanksgiving.
Well,
Gobble, gobble.
Pardon me, but what I'm saying.
The following week.
Whenever the next time you see this show, it's the next week, damn it. All right? So therefore, all right, we'll talk about men's health a little bit there, because men need to know a little bit about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And women too. We'll just be talking health. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a number of things, you know, kids, family, you know, just everything that we can come up with, you know.
Yeah.
That relates to the everyday world of society.
We're getting older now. Our systems are starting to slow down. You know what I'm saying? People need to know, you know, how to stay. Yeah, health.
Your health is so important during this time, and even depression. Depression with health will take you out just as well.
Mental health, either.
Yeah, mental health.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, people. Peace.
Wrapping it up.